What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Proud Mary by Tina Turner today. This is such a fun song to play because there's so much energy in it. Alright, so we're going to start with the intro, which is the slower part of the song. We're just going to have D major. And all we do is down, up, slap, up, 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 down, up. Really, really simple. To get that slap sound, you're still kind of strumming through the strings, but you bring the hand, make sure that's touching the strings as you do it, so it comes into the strings as you strum, and you get this nice sound. Okay, and we do that for a while. The intro is pretty long, and then towards the end of the verse, never lost a minute of sleeping, or worrying about the way things might have been. Then we get this dun, 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 dun. We can just use power chords for this. So you just use this power chord shape on fret 2 of the low E string. Now there's a lot of offbeat strums there, so make sure you know where it comes in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And again we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So there's a lot of on the and beats there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you can kind of keep the strumming hand moving in the same kind of rhythm that it was doing before. Like that. Alright, it just helps you kind of keep in time there. So we start on fret 2, then 3, 4, 4, 5. So we do fret 4 twice. That last part is quite difficult because you have to move over quickly. And then we have this A major chord. Now some of you would obviously rather play A major here, but because we have this, we're going to have to either just do single notes to do it that way, or we can do it my way and play a whole A chord here. Okay, now you want to bar it as best as you can. If you can only get a power chord, that's fine as well. Like this. Keep the same rhythm going. Then we have B minor to G. Okay, so B minor, we have this power chord. Some of you might want to play it down here, but when we get to the faster part of the song, you are probably going to want to play it here anyway, as best as you can. Again, it can be a power chord if you want to. Then we have G major, which is nice and simple as well. Alright, so this whole section sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And we're rolling, and back to D. Ooh, rolling on a river, on the river roll. Now when we get to that river, you can add the pinky down for a sus if you want. The first time it doesn't matter so much, but the second time, rolling on a river, you want to do it there. A river. So sus, non-sus. A river. And that is the first part taken care of. So we do that whole section twice. We have the verse, we have this part twice as well. Alright. And where we finish is on the river. And then listen carefully for the drum. It hits the snare. So as soon as you hear that snare, then you want to come in with this up-tempo rhythm. Pretty much the same, but we're just playing it faster, right? Now when we're doing this just sort of connecting part, you can add a desert. You notice when I do that though, I don't add the down in between. I missed the down strum, just so it fits in nicer. You can add a down strum, but it just sounds a bit weird if you do it that way. Okay, so again this part. Then we have this. So the way you do it, you're just going to strum down on the C add 9 with that middle finger in place there. And then you come up with the first finger on the G note. It takes a little get used to. You can do it without strumming just to practice. Like that. Now you don't have to do that, it is quite tricky. You can just play D is fine. It still kind of fits over, it just clashes slightly, but it still fits. Alright, but this CG is going to lead us into the verse. Okay, so this whole kind of building part all together now we have. Job in the city, working for the man night and day. So now we're into the fast verse, and we're literally doing the same things, just D, down, step up, down, step up, down, down, step up, down. Worrying about the way things might have been. Now we have the same thing, but it's faster. Alright, so you can do the same thing as we've already learned, it's just faster. But now, we want to make sure the rhythm flows better on these couple of chords here. So instead of playing, you know, that sounds a little bit weird on that section because it flows more, because the organ comes in, there's more sustain. Down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Big wheels keep on turning, rubber keep on burning. Alright. And back into the next section. So you don't have to play this rhythm exactly as I'm playing, you can do anything. Okay, as long as you're keeping it more flowing than this, you don't want to have that slap going on for this bit. See how there's no slap? And we're rolling, rolling, rolling. Now this part is just like the verse. Personally, I like to go up, up on the words rolling, rolling. And we're rolling, rolling down. Rolling, up, down, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, step. All I'm doing is missing out one down from our usual rhythm, right? So usually we play down, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, down, up, step. But here we have rolling, up, down, up, step, rolling, up, down, up, step, up, step, up, down, up, step, up, step, up. Alright, Alright, so that just follows the vocals a little bit better. If that's too hard for you, just stick to the normal verse rhythm. That's fine, that will still fit over it. Alright, then we get to the give up, do, 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 up, do, do, do. This bit's quite tricky because it's all on the offbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so the trick is to keep bringing the hand down for the down strums, but you don't actually hit the string. You see that I'm still moving downwards. I mean, you kind of have to get underneath. You can also pulse the fingers in. Give up, do, 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 up, do, 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 up, do, do, do. Alright, you pulse in the chord hand just to give it that bounce. Alright, and also make sure you emphasize give up, do, 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 up, do, 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 up. So the word up, you're kind of strumming a little bit more firmly, which means you have to push the fingers in more firmly as well, a little bit. Give up, do, 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 give up, do, do, do. So coming out of this rolling section, and we're rolling, 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 we're rolling, 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 give up, do, 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 up, do, 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 give up, do, do, do. Now the riff. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Okay, then we're back into that instrumental section. So the riff, you can see we have C, A, C. The main strums are down, up, 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 down, up, 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 like that. But can you see my hand is still moving down, up, down, up? It's still moving to every strum. I'm just not hitting the strings necessarily. Or at least you can release the pressure on those in-between strums. So you might still have this in the middle, in between, as you're changing chords. Scratch, scratch, down, up, scratch, up, scratch, scratch. So this in between scratch just fills the space. You don't have to. If I take that away, you get. It still works, but when you keep the hand going, you feel the space, it just sounds bigger, fits in with the song better. Alright, but anyway, we have C, A, C, A, then for the third time, C, A, G, F, F, off, F, G. So there's a lot there. Okay, so just work on C and A first, and then the final rundown there. A once, G once, and for this G I don't do the whole chord, I just have fingers 3 and 2, right, and then I go to F, F again, and then you kind of hit the middle 4 strings, come back onto F. So you can see I pulse the F in as well. And then G is our last chord. That brings us into D. So there's a lot of upstrokes again. Down, up, 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 down, down. And again, down, up, 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 down, down. So really take your time with this riff. Whenever you've got things that are offbeat, it's good to just do them kind of slowly, like so. make sure you get the emphasis in the right place. Okay, now we get into another verse. Now weirdly, we have that C and G again, just in the first line of verse 4. Okay, just the very first line. Then it carries on. So this whole thing repeats. Rolling, 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 and then we still have the give up, give up. It's just the same thing. Even this part, it's the same thing. Now for verse 5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So verse 5, we kind of bring the guitar away for a second. Alright, so coming into it. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second half, you can come back in. And then we carry on. Okay, so let's just go into this verse because it's a little tricky. The first thing to realize is that we stop just before the verse. Okay, so on the upstroke, you can slide away and you just bring the hand in to stop the string. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then we have down, up, up, down, up, up. And again, we cut it off with the right hand. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I never allow me to sleep. Worry about the way things might have been. And we carry on. Okay, so this is just an option for verse 5. It just gives it a little extra something there by bringing the guitar away for a second. Now when you do come in, the simple thing, of course, is to do what we've already learned. Just do this part for the verse 5 here. Some of you, if you can downstroke quick enough, down, 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 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, then you can do this really cool. Before you come in there. So I'm getting this little riff here. It's quite difficult because the first finger needs to come up. Really, I mean, you'll watch me in the play along, use my first finger. If you use your second finger, A string, second fret, then the D string. It sounds really cool in this verse. A little tricky to then go into the power chord section, but it's a really effective thing to do for verse 5 if you want to. That's pretty much everything, guys. So after this verse 5, all we do is go into another chorus. Dun, 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 keep on. It's the same thing. We still have the do 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 do, and then the riff. Now to finish the song, we're going to stay on this. We just stay on it for ages. Okay. Now to make sure that we don't get confused, okay, I like to think of it this way. We do D, that's 1, that's 2, we're going to do 4 of these, that's 3, so now we are on the 4th one. Then we finish on the riff. But watch out, the final riff. Instead of going to G, we go straight to the D chord. Alright guys, that's all of the parts covered. It's time for you to try the play along. Alright, if it's too fast for you, don't forget you can go into your YouTube settings and set it to 75% speed. It'll make it much easier. It might sound a little bit robotic, but it will be slower. Much easier for you to focus on changing chords, getting the strumming right before you do full speed. If you found this lesson helpful in any way, guys, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell icon too. Alright, good luck with the play along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4.